meet the requirement of making dua, the scholars explain there are 2 points that are worthy of note. Number one is having conviction in the dua yourself. When I'm making dua, I do not raise my hands and make dua half-heartedly. That, Ya Allah, I need help in resolving this particular situation that I'm suffering from. Ya Allah, I need your assistance in accomplishing this endeavor that I'm busy with. But I myself, in the back of my head, I doubt whether or not it will happen. You know, they give the example of the meteorologist. The meteorologist is the person who tells you the weather on a daily basis. In the morning time, he'll tell you that in the afternoon it's possible showers, possible rain. But then when you see him walking, he doesn't hold an umbrella himself. He'll tell you there's possible rain with the chance of light showers, but then he won't hold an umbrella himself because he doesn't have conviction. He says, you know, it's possible, maybe, maybe not. When we make dua, we don't make dua with this hope that maybe it will happen, maybe it will not happen. We have this yaqeen and conviction that definitely this dua will be accepted. My first hope in Allah is that it will be accepted. In an authentic hadith, in Hadith Qudsi, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, أَنَا عِنْدَ ظَنِّ عَبْدِي بِي, that my relationship with you, O my servant, is based on your assumption of me. If you assume good of me, then our relationship will be good. And if you have a negative impression of me, then our relationship will be negative. Very clear that depending on what my assumption is of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, equally will Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reciprocate and treat me like that. So the first condition is myself, that am I convinced in the strength of my dua, that when I'm raising my hands and I'm saying, Ya Allah, please accept my dua, am I doing this with this hope that inshallah it will be accepted? And the second very important quality is ikhlas, sincerity, and that I'm doing this knowing that it's an ibadah. When we think about ibadah, what do we think about? We think about salah, we think about zakah, we think about hajj. But we don't think about dua as an ibadah. It's very important that although we translate dua as ibadah, dua is actually a conversation. Many of us, we hear of a book known as Munajat Maqbool. What does munajah mean? We even use it in our language when we talk about dua. Munajah in Arabic means you have a conversation with someone. So when I pick up my hands and I make dua, it's not a parroted, robotic set of words that I memorize. رَبَّنَا آتِنَا فِي الدُّنْيَا حَسَنَةً وَفِي الْآخِرَةِ حَسَنَةً وَقِنَا عَذَابَ النَّارِ رَبِّ ارْحَمْهُمَا كَمَا رَبَّيَانِي صَغِيرًا اللَّهُمَّ أَجِرْنِي. I'm not even realizing what I'm saying. You can say those words, no problem, but have it felt in the heart that I'm raising my hands and I'm saying, Allahumma ajirna minan nar. And I actually think about the meaning that I know. Because put it this way, when you come home and you greet your family, you're using the same words. Whether it's today, whether it's tomorrow, whether it's the day after, you use the same words, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. But the tone in which we say that Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah speaks volumes of my interest. Assalamu alaikum. And I'm busy, I go to my own room, I do my own thing. As opposed to Assalamu alaikum, how's everything, how are you? Same words, but the way it's done, the passion with which it's done is very different. So the first requirement is myself. I need to make sure, number one, that I have yaqeen and conviction. And number two, I make sure that I'm having a conversation with Allah. It's an ibadah and I have sincerity. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to allow us to get the strength of doing dua correctly. We make dua to Allah that He gives us conviction in our duas. And we have to make our duas like a conversation where we do not only direct our words to Allah, we engage in a conversation with Allah. سبحان الله وبحمده سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك جزاكم الله خيرا والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.